Ever wondered why people behave the way they do? Why some interactions leave you feeling drained while others uplift you? These questions, and many more, are at the heart of a fascinating field in psychology known as transactional analysis, or TA for short. Developed in the 1950s by psychiatrist Eric Berne, transactional analysis is a psychological approach that seeks to understand the intriguing dynamics of human interactions, the patterns of behavior we exhibit, and the interpersonal dynamics we engage in on a daily basis. This theory provides a unique lens, a different perspective, if you will, to examine how we communicate, how we influence each other, and how we build and sustain relationships. Imagine if you could decode the unseen forces that shape your conversations and relationships. That's what transactional analysis aims to do. It's like a decoder ring for human behavior, a map to navigate through the complexities of our interactions and relationships. At the core of transactional analysis are three ego states: the parent, the adult, and the child. These states represent different modes of thinking, feeling, and behaving, and they play a pivotal role in influencing our interactions. The analysis of psychological games, those repetitive patterns of communication we sometimes find ourselves stuck in, is central to TA. It seeks to identify unconscious behaviors that affect the quality of our relationships. Transactional analysis also delves into transactions, the exchanges of stimuli and responses between people. These transactions can be complementary, crossed, or ulterior, each type influencing the quality of communication and the development of healthy relationships. Another key concept in TA is life scripts, the internalized stories that influence our choices and behaviors throughout life. Understanding these scripts allows for deep reflection on the origins of repetitive patterns and the possibility of positive change. So, buckle up as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of transactional analysis. As we journey together, we'll uncover the intricacies of human behavior, the unseen forces that shape our interactions, and the tools TA provides to enhance communication, relationships, and personal growth. Stay tuned. At the heart of TA are three ego states: parent, adult, and child. Intriguing, isn't it? These states aren't literal descriptions of age or family roles, but symbolic representations of different modes of thinking, feeling, and behaving. Let's start with the parent ego state. This is the part of us that carries the voices of authority from our past. It's the home of learned behaviors, attitudes, and ways of being, absorbed from our parents and other influential figures during our early years. It influences our interactions by either nurturing or controlling. Next, we have the adult ego state. This is our rational, logical self. It's the part of us that processes information objectively, makes decisions based on facts, and responds to the here and now. The adult ego state is like a data processing center, evaluating, judging, and making choices free of emotional bias. Last but not least, we have the child ego state. This is where our feelings reside. It's the home of our creative, intuitive, and spontaneous self. It's the part of us that experiences the world emotionally and reacts based on feelings rather than logic. It's where we store our joy, anger, sadness, fear, and all other emotions. These ego states constantly interact within us and influence how we communicate and relate to others. For instance, if you've ever found yourself reacting strongly to a comment or situation that seemed objectively minor, you are likely responding from your child or parent ego state. Understanding these ego states helps us make sense of our reactions and behaviors. It allows us to recognize when we're operating from the parent, adult, or child state, and choose more consciously how we want to respond. It's important to note that no ego state is inherently better or worse than the others. Each has its strengths and potential pitfalls. The goal is not to eradicate any of the states, but to achieve balance and flexibility in using them. Understanding these ego states is the first step towards unraveling the puzzle of human behavior and relationships. Now that we know the ego states, let's explore the concept of transactions. Within the context of transactional analysis, or TA, transactions refer to the exchanges of stimuli and responses that occur between individuals. These exchanges are the building blocks of our social interactions, and they're influenced by the ego states we're operating from at any given moment. You see, transactions aren't all created equal. They can be broadly categorized into three types: complementary, crossed, and ulterior. Complementary transactions are the smoothest kind. They happen when the response we receive matches the stimulus we've sent out. For example, if I, in my adult ego state, ask you for the time and you, from your adult ego state, give me the time, we've just had a complementary transaction. It's like a neat game of catch. No surprises, no hidden motives. Then we have crossed transactions. These are the ones where the response doesn't match the stimulus. Let's say I, in my adult ego state, ask you for the time, but you, from your child ego state, respond with a playful taunt. That's a cross transaction. It's like I threw the ball, but instead of catching it, you decided to play dodgeball instead. Lastly, we have ulterior transactions. These are the trickiest of the lot. On the surface, they look like complementary transactions, but there's a hidden message or motive. It's like playing a game of catch, but the ball is a ticking time bomb. So why does this matter? Well, the quality of our transactions directly influences the quality of our communication, and by extension, our relationships. Complementary transactions can foster open dialogue and mutual understanding. Cross transactions can lead to confusion, frustration, and conflict. Ulterior transactions can breed mistrust and resentment. Understanding these dynamics can help us navigate our interpersonal relationships more effectively. We can strive for more complementary transactions, be aware of and address cross transactions, and be vigilant for ulterior transactions. Remember, the quality of your transactions can make or break your relationships. Imagine having a script that guides your life choices and behaviors. Sounds surreal, right? But that's exactly what transactional analysis, or TA, proposes with the concept of life scripts. Life scripts, in the context of TA, are a set of unconscious relational patterns and behaviors that we adopt early in life. These scripts are informed by our experiences, cultural context, family dynamics, and other influencing factors. They're like a narrative that we've internalized, and they play a significant role in shaping our life choices, relationships, and even our self-perception. Think of life scripts as the invisible directors of our personal life movie. They're in the background, subtly calling the shots, influencing our decisions, and dictating our reactions to life's various situations. For instance, someone with a victim script might constantly find themselves in situations where they feel taken advantage of, while a person with a rescuer script might always be trying to save others, often at their own expense. But here's the empowering part. TA not only helps us to identify these life scripts, but it also provides tools for us to challenge and change them. By recognizing the patterns and understanding their origin, we can start questioning the validity of these scripts in our present life. Are they serving us or holding us back? Are they enhancing our relationships or creating unnecessary conflict? Once we gain that awareness, we can start the process of script change. It's like editing our life movie, adjusting and rewriting scenes that no longer serve our purpose or contribute positively to our growth. It's not an overnight process, but it's a journey of self-discovery and transformation that can lead to significant improvements in our quality of life and relationships. However, it's important to remember that these scripts are not our destiny. They're just patterns, and patterns can be changed. It requires self-reflection, courage, and often professional guidance, but the potential for growth and change is immense. By understanding our life scripts, we can rewrite our stories for a more fulfilling life. Because ultimately, we are the authors of our own narratives, and we have the power to make them as compelling and enriching as we desire. A transactional analysis isn't just a fascinating theory, it's a powerful tool with wide-ranging applications. In the realm of therapy, TA serves as a beacon, illuminating dysfunctional patterns of behavior and communication. It allows therapists to delve into the underlying scripts that guide an individual's life, offering a platform for profound introspection and positive change. Simultaneously, in organizational settings, TA is no less transformative. It's like a Swiss Army knife for communication, leadership, and team dynamics. It helps leaders understand their own ego states and those of their team members, fostering a more effective and empathetic leadership style. It unravels the web of transactions that occur within a team, revealing patterns that can either enhance or impede collaboration. But let's not forget life scripts. By recognizing the influence of these internalized narratives within the workplace, organizations can create an environment where employees feel understood and valued, leading to increased job satisfaction and productivity. However, like any theory, TA is not without its limitations and criticisms. Its simplicity, while making it accessible and practical, is often seen as a double-edged sword. Some critics argue that the emphasis on language and categorization may oversimplify the intricate complexities of psychological and behavioral processes. Furthermore, the generalization of ego states into parent, adult, and child can sometimes lead to stereotyping, potentially overlooking the unique nuances of individual experiences. Also, while TA can be incredibly useful in identifying patterns, it may not always provide a comprehensive understanding of the root causes behind these patterns. While TA offers valuable insights into human dynamics, a critical approach and integration with other theories is crucial for a comprehensive understanding of the human mind. Just like a single instrument cannot play an entire symphony, TA is part of a larger orchestra of psychological theories, each contributing its unique notes to the grand symphony of understanding the human psyche. So let's celebrate TA for what it is, a powerful, practical tool that can make a real difference in our lives. But let's also remember that it's part of a larger picture, a beautiful tapestry of theories that together provide a more complete understanding of the fascinating world of human behavior. So, what does all this mean for you? Well, let's put it all together. Transactional analysis, or TA, offers a unique lens to understand the intricate dance of human interactions. The three ego states, parent, adult, and child, give us a framework to decipher our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Then we have transactions, those exchanges of stimuli and responses that make up our communication and influence the quality of our relationships. Don't forget about life scripts, the internalized narratives that guide our choices and behaviors throughout life. Unraveling these scripts can lead to profound insights and the possibility of positive change. TA's applications are wide-ranging, from psychotherapy to fostering better communication in organizational settings. Yet, it's not without its limitations, with criticisms centered on its simplicity and generalization. Remember, understanding transactional analysis is like mastering a new language, the language of human behavior and relationships.